Hello Destiny fans, Wajal here, welcome to some Prison of Elders level 35. We are about to kill Skolas and this is gonna be so much fun because Skolas is fun to kill. so, but anyways, yeah, Sor was selling the G-Horn and that's great for the players who were grinding and still couldn't get the rocket launcher, so that's great news. But in a way, kind of like I mean, and don't take this the wrong way, but in a way, I feel like Bungie either were like they were trying to be really nice or mocking us players because like, hey, here's the G horn, buy it because you're gonna have it's gonna be nerfed in about a month, so probably enjoy it. so I don't know, that's the way that I see it. They're mocking us, they're making fun of us, right? But I mean, nonetheless, it's a fun rocket launcher. Obviously, you know this um, by now. And I don't know how much of the nerf is going to be. Yes, the Wolfpack rounds is what's going to get nerfed. I don't know how much of the nerf is going to be. If it's gonna make like a huge difference, because even if you level 40 and you go back into Crota, you're gonna do some serious damage, to the enemy. Who knows what the new rocket launcher is going to be? This is all part of a plan. I mean, these guys, and none of this is happening because they just happen to oh, hey, here's my idea. Let's do this. I think all of this, everything that's happening and everything that's going to happen in Destiny is part of the what, like a 10-year plan or something like that they have, with this game, with weapons, with expansions, with everything. This is all part of a plan. They didn't come up with this idea in an afternoon last week. Everything is part of a plan, and there's gonna be more stuff coming. There's gonna be a lot more nerf, and there's gonna be a lot of weird stuff coming up and in the future. So I mean, in a way, it's kind of cool that they allow Sword to sell it again, but it raised this question, or something that I was talking on a previous video. Why they didn't do this before? Why they have to keep the G-Horn so like secret, right? And then when they saw, I mean, they knew all this. They saw the power of it. They saw that people would just in love with it for raids, but it's because the same reason, because it's so hard to get and it's good. So it makes sense that a weapon that is so difficult to get, it has to be good. So now that everybody once again had the chance just to buy like any other gun, just like if you like the hardlight, nobody uses the hardlight anymore. Just sell it by Sword. So now that the gun is going to get nerfed, so hey, Sword's gonna sell it, before it gets nerfed. So I don't know how much of a nerf it's going to be for the wall packs rounds. If it's going to be like really bad, it's going to be like decent. Who knows? But all I know is that we destroyed Skolas. So Skolas versus G-Horn, man. Before the patch, this guy, he won't stand a chance. He won't stand a chance at all, or Crota, or any other guy who tried to kill us. And if you have a team with G-Horn, you are a beast. So people who didn't have the rocket launcher were the ones complaining, well, the patch is necessary, but now I guarantee you, now that they have, it's like, oh, I hope they don't nerf it. I hope it's not that bad, because it's always goes like that. If they don't have it, well, the patch is necessary, but once they have it, they're gonna change their mind. They're gonna post different stuff in forums, bitching about the nerf, when it happens. But if it's something too bad, I still think it's gonna be a really good rocket launcher. Probably they're gonna nerf it again. I don't know. I'm just gonna take a wild guess. Gonna nerf it again, or maybe give him buff. But they're going to do something with the G-Horn in the future. I guarantee it. Whether it's a buff or a nerf again. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I mean, depending how the new guns, the new weapons from the Taken King, behave. If they're not that great and people still using the G-Horn, I guarantee they're gonna nerf it again. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And the same thing goes with the auto rifles. They did so much nerfs, and now they're gonna give him a buff. It's like they don't know what to do. They're so like insecure. Like, oh, should give him a buff, get nerf. What's gonna happen? I think for PVE, that's what I speak of. PVE. I think everything is fine. I don't think anything needs to be touched. Everything is just perfect for PvE. For PvP, it's a different story. And I don't want to comment on that because I don't really play much of multiplayer in this game. So if people use Thorn and all the stuff, that's, if it needs to be nerfed in PvP, that's fine. But I think for PvE, everything is just perfect. Everything is just fine. There's nothing crazy. So I mean, as long as the game doesn't glitch, everything it's good. So, but my point is that I hope everybody has the rocket launcher by now, the Gjallarhorn, and just have a good time and enjoy it, and we'll see how they can behave. I'll probably making videos after the patch and kind of like run a little test, how fast or the round pack, the Wolfpack round kill pre-patch and post-patch, just to see if, how much of a difference they are. So probably pick up a target and just play with the rockets and see see how much of a difference after the patch we can see in the game. But I expect the gun to be or the rocket launcher to be the #1 still, but they could bring something really nasty for the Taken King. So it could go either way. But I mean, it was so much fun. I haven't really played much of the Prison of Elders. It's just in a way I find it kind of boring. It's not doesn't have the raid feel, so it's not so fun in my opinion. But I mean, it was fun when you get with your friends and you start doing all this stuff and just have a good time and try to survive and I mean it's all good. So I think that's the magic of this game. The being able just to go co-op. Well, right now Prison of Elders is only 3 people, but getting with 6 friends, and raiding and doing all this stuff is just so much fun, and that's the essence of Destiny. So there's people who maybe don't like the game, maybe can't raid. They seem to be like enraged in a way. Well, you know what? Like I don't think, and I don't try to promote this game. I just say things based in my own experience. I don't think this game is perfect. I don't think it's the greatest game ever, but I don't think it's the worst either. So it's like something in between, just cool, just to have some fun, just join, play the raid, and see what loot you get, and then just play something else. I mean, it's not that difficult. It's just fun, just to get with 6 guys, man, 6 of your friends, and start raiding. So there's people who don't want to add people, and I don't know if I said this on a previous video. I think I did. I actually use one of those sites to find some of these guys that I play with, and I wasn't, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't like really too crazy about adding new people to my friend list. I had bad experiences due to posting videos and stuff like that, people trying to show up, so I kind of like stopped adding people to my friend list unless they were like friends of a friend and I played for a while and I kind of knew the guy, and then okay, I'm gonna add you. But I kind of like stopped adding random people. And for Destiny I was always short of guardians, and there was always maybe people who or some friends who were playing at different hours, or this and that. You go to school, some people go to work, and it's just like kind of crazy trying to get together. So I was like really frustrated, and that's when I realized, hey, I'm gonna have to add some of these guys, and I managed to find really good people, and I'm able to raid a lot more often and to do all this stuff a lot more often. So that's an option. If you really don't want to add people, well, then don't. But I did it, and probably I was like you. I was like really on the fence between, I don't want to add all these strangers. What if the guy is not good? What if the guy? So all this stuff was going through my head, and like I said, I managed to find these guys, and it's just awesome, and it's just good, and I'm glad I did. So like I had I set up like some sort of like a ultimatum, like everything. I had like this idea: if I cannot find a raid group between now and the end of the month, whatever the month was, I was like, I'm stopping playing Destiny. That's it. I don't want to deal with this game anymore, because if I can't raid, this game is just stupid. So I did that, and I'm glad I did. So that's, I mean, something you could do. Really, not much you can do, to be honest. They're not gonna add matchmaking. They seem to be like stubborn when it comes to this. They don't want to. They should. Yes, maybe they should. Why not? But they really don't want to. So you really don't have that many options when it comes to. Well, you have 2 options: you either play the game or don't play the game, right? If you choose to play the game, you're gonna be restricted in what you're gonna do. So just doing bounties and doing strikes and nightfalls, it's just pretty boring. that's something that you complement. When you raid, you go to the raid, you get the good gear, and then boom, you go somewhere else to get your coins, to get the spin metal, to get this stuff, and that's fun. So just go ahead, if you still haven't played the raid, go ahead and add some randoms. If they give it a try. Test out the guy. Play out a couple of games with the guy. If he's not good, then just get rid of him and just keep adding some people. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna find a really good group, and everything is gonna be fun. Once again in the game. So, but it all depends. How much you like the game and all that stuff. So I think it's fun. Once again, it's not the greatest game ever, but it's not the worst like some people make it out to be. Um, a lot of flaws, yes, a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed, some stuff that they're fixing. In a way, kind of like, maybe it's a bad example, but we could maybe compare a little bit. Listen to this, just a little bit, to like Battlefield 4. It was a kind of like bad game, all the issues. If you play that game, you know what I'm talking about. All the issues, everything. They work on it, they fix it, and now it's my favorite shooter game at the moment. I love playing Battlefield 4 and posting videos. Hopefully you're enjoying those as well. And I think the same thing's gonna happen to Destiny. They're gonna fix the game. They're gonna do a lot of tweaks and a lot of stuff, you know, uh, for the Taken King, and hopefully will be what this game needed. Will be that. Well, it took them pretty much like Battlefield 4 took him a year to really fix the game and to make it work. So it seems like this is the new way of doing things in the video game industry. But you release a game and take them a year just to fix it, and everything is fine. So, but it seems like it's going that way. A year later, game is fixed. More guns, a new raid, and stuff like that. Yes, you have to pay for the expansion, kind of overpriced. Um, but I don't know, if you like the game, if you like I said, playing with friends, it might be worth it. If you really cannot raid, I don't think it's worth it unless you just want to explore, the new area and all that stuff. Which I don't know, it seems kind of cool, like dark and really evil, and we got all these new enemies, in the Taken King. So it's gonna look or it's gonna be pretty good and looks interesting. So really looking forward to it. But for the most part, uh, we all have the Gjallarhorn now, so there's no excuse for people maybe not to have it. No excuse for also, I don't believe that you should exclude people from raiding if they don't have the Gjallarhorn. They could be useful in any other way. I played the raid uh, several times, probably just like you, and some people didn't have the Gjallarhorn, but it could be useful. It could be a good player with a different, maybe rocket launcher with a different skill, maybe Titan, put the bubble over here. So there's always things to do. I think people sometimes take it a little too serious, and they just rely on maybe one way to do things, but there's always multiple ways to do things. Just to go around certain aspects in the game, and sometimes it's just maybe lazy to find out what to do, because what's gonna happen if they really nerf the G-Horn? What if it's not that great? So we need to find ways to kill Crota if you go back to Crota, and things like that. So what are you gonna do, right? So there's always way to do things if you don't have a full team, with the G-Horn. But I mean, it's just crazy. But for the most part, it's just a fun rocket launcher. So enjoy it before the patch. We'll see how it plays after the patch. But Skolas, man, this guy just got destroyed, and we had a good time. I got my shader, I got the emblem, I got the ship. It was a decent drop. It's not so great. I mean, not so great. It's not so bad. It was kind of cool actually. So just had a good time. Just had a good time. I was playing Battlefield 4. I wanted to bring you Battlefield 4 today, and what happened was I was playing Domination, and nobody wanted to play the objective. So I was playing for about half hour. There's horrible teams, man. Nobody wanted to do anything. Bunch of snipers. So I got a message if I wanted to do Crota and some play some stuff. So we ended up playing Prison of Elders. Actually, I did Crota. I'm looking for my Necrochasm, but I didn't get it. So after that, we ended up playing Prison of Elders, and this is what you're seeing. So it was good. So whenever it's not good in Battlefield 4, I switch to Destiny, and or like vice versa. If Destiny is kind of boring, switch back to Battlefield 4. But that's what happened. That's what happened, and it was pretty fun. So I'm kind of glad that nothing happened in Battlefield 4. But what I can do probably what tomorrow, the day after that, will be Battlefield 4 gameplay in my channel. So it's gonna be very cool. So you can look forward to it. But anyways, thank you for watching. My name is Wild Child. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay, this commentary. And as always, if you haven't, please check out my channel. The videos Destiny, Battlefield 4, this is Witcher 3, playthrough with commentary, Batman Arkham Knight, and there's some pretty good stuff coming. And I'll see you, my friend, on the next video. Thank you for watching. Later.
Fuck this game, dude. I didn't even get anything. Oh my god, that's bullshit.